Started. Welcome back to Mold's Vlogs. Just want to start off this episode by saying thank you to everyone that have subscribed, liked, shared my videos, whatever, any of that. Thank you for that. It's nice to get a bit of sort of support and feedback from what I'm doing. So if you haven't done that, do it now. Subscribe it, share it, like it, comment, whatever. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different content wise. I'm going to be doing some mechanical repairs on Sam's little Mini. I'm a mechanic by trade, have been now for 8 and a bit years. Still kind of enjoy doing it. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be taking you through the repair of a Mini Cooper. It's got a leaking thermostat housing, and I'm going to be replacing that and possibly replacing, there's a water bypass hose that goes under the inlet manifold between the thermostat and the water pump. Apparently like 1 in 5 of them actually come off without breaking. So I've got one here. I'm only going to use it if I have to, because I had to get genuine, which wasn't cheap. So we'll see how we go when we get to that stage. This is the thermostat housing that's leaking on Sam's. You can see in there they've got an electronically controlled thermostat unit. She has no heater, so I'm assuming, hoping that the thermostat is sticking open a little bit, so it's not actually allowing the car to get up to operating temp, thus no heater. It's either that or it's always running so low on coolant that there's actually no coolant running through the heater circuit to warm the air. So hopefully inadvertently one of those ways will fix it, even though we're in Queensland and there's no real point for a heater because it's always hot. That's the thermostat housing. Big hunk of plastic crap. It's got a new sensor in there, bleeder, which is nice. And this is the pipe that I had to get genuine. Believe it or not, that's 200 bucks worth right there. So hopefully we don't have to replace that, but it's sort of, I just got it in case, because if it breaks, then the Mini will be out of action. And so if it breaks, I've got one to chuck on. I'm not completely sure of the size of the job that it's going to be to replace this on the Mini. I'm assuming, being European and BMW designed, that it's going to be step 1, remove literally everything to actually gain access to the part. And then from there on, it shouldn't be too bad once I remove everything. Cool vlog spec, just filming in super cheap. Very quietly because I don't want to be heard because it's embarrassing. So I'm going to get some green coolant, some RTV, brake clean, penetrant, silicone spray and some AA batteries. Alrighty then, got all that. Don't know why they call it super cheap, because it wasn't actually very cheap or super, but we got it. So let's roll. It's pretty dark. That's the housing there. In between. So going to be that up, that, bit of wiring, then I should have some pretty good access. First up, I'm going to jack it up, drain whatever coolant's left in it, and then we'll start ripping some stuff off. I'm going to wear some gloves because it's a Sunday. Try and keep my hands sort of clean. Pretty happy with the access I've gained here. I've just sort of strapped a bit of the wiring out of the way. Really good access to all the bolts. There's that pipe down the back there. That's going to be a pain, but we'll get the hoses off, the rest of the plugs, and try and unbolt it. I don't know if you can see that down in there. That's what holds that bypass hose. So it holds this onto there. So I've got to somehow flick that out without losing it. Now, I'm not quite sure how to actually shove the GoPro in there to film that, so I'm just going to do it, hopefully. So managed to get that out without dropping / losing it. So now, in theory, I should be able to unbolt the housing and pull it off. Now apparently that pipe that goes down the back is meant to just pull off as you pull the O-ring out. So hopefully it doesn't break. So I've got the pipe loose, but shifter linkages are in the way. And you can see it's a good thing we got it because it's broken. I'm going to have to try and get a big long pick and try and get the remainder of this pipe out of the back of the water pump, which will be fun. The entire piece has actually fallen out of the back of the water pump onto the ground. I've just gone to jack the Mini up and found it. Now it looks like it's pretty much the entire piece, but I'm going to dive underneath and just have a sticky beak around with the torch and the pick just to make sure, but I think that's a good sign. So looking at that, it looks pretty sweet in there. It doesn't look like there's any broken plastic left behind. So I'm gonna just risk it for the biscuit and say it's gonna be sweet and it's gonna seal. So let's just chuck her in. So I'm pretty sure this is only gonna be able to go in one really obvious way. So I'm just gonna sort of pretend the housing's mounted like that. That's gonna go this way. Oh, there you go. There's that little nick there that will line up there. So as long as that's facing pretty much 5 o'clock, we should be safe. So now really, I've just got to feed this through that little gap there. I reckon that's going to be it. I've just got it loosely bolted in place on the back of the head, located in the pipe as well. And before I actually tighten it too far, I just want to have a little gander down there and make sure that that little locating lug is located in the thermostat housing. Because I imagine if it's not, I'm going to be sort of clamping where it can't be clamped and I will break something. This is where a dentist mirror would be ideal. But just using this little pick, I can sort of feel it and it's flush, like it feels like it's got to be. And looking at it as well, it looks like it's in far enough for this clip to be able to clip in. So I'm going to assume it's right and say a little prayer and tighten it up and hope that nothing cracks, because that would suck. Alright, they're tight, felt good. I'm happy with that. So now, get this little sucker in. I'm sure it'll just go in real quick, just easy as. Well, that clip was a friggin' idiot. I had to loosen the whole housing, wiggle it all, use 3 hands at once, but it's in, so I'll nip it up and we'll get it back together. Alrighty, so she's in one bit, one piece. So, got it hot, sweet, heater, hot, sweet, bled up, sweet, all good. Had a gander. Radiator hose there, it's leaking. What I figured is this clamp wasn't putting enough preload on the hose. Luckily, Greg, the legend, Sam's dad, had a few Worth screw clamps lying around. Holding pressure. Now we should be sweet.
Andy's up there. What's that?
I thought also, just to be safe, I'd check it for a head gasket. It hasn't changed colour, so there's no obvious combustion leaks. I reckon it should be right. So I've had it sitting there for about 10-15 minutes now, just idling away, now that that hose is actually tight. No drips, heater's hot, everything seems to be doing what it should. So all that's left to do now is go for a good thrash. I've just done about 50 k's on the freeway, sitting on 110. No warning lights or anything like that. Heater's still hot, and coolant is bang on. So she's bloody apples. That's a good outcome. Well, that pretty much concludes today's vlog. I'm down to my third GoPro battery and it's about to die on 0%, so I'll wrap this up quick, smart. Yeah, mini's fixed, no leaks, heater works, all bloody apples, so Ed Sheeran. Wasn't too bad to do, it was a bit awkward, but you get that. So yeah, that's it. If you haven't already, look up Josh Pascoe on YouTube. He's doing heaps of mechanical repairs and good vlogs, so I'll put a link in the bio for this vid, so get onto his page and subscribe, like. He's got like 50 followers, so he's pretty much viral. But no, it's definitely worth the suss out on his channel. He's got some good shit. He's a funny dude, he's a good lad, so give him a suss. And yeah, that's it. Molds vlogs at 3 done. Skis. Catch ya later. Thank and stuff. That's pretty fucking. So that's what I do for. Remove everything to get actually. Remove everything. Mash it, obviously. Get it real pressure. Blah blah blah. Oh, yeah.